Hello, everyone. Today, we are diving into one of the most transformative paradigms in cybersecurity, the zero trust security model. In an era where cyber threats evolve faster than ever, the traditional trust but verify approach no longer holds up. Zero trust flips the script. It says, never trust, always verify. But what does this really mean? Why is it important? And how can organizations adopt it effectively? Let's explore these questions together. By the end of this session, you will have a clear understanding of what zero trust is, its core principles, and how it strengthens security in a modern interconnected world. Before we look deeper into zero trust, let's take a quick look at the challenges organizations face today. One is perimeter based security is outdated. Traditional security models assumed everything inside the corporate network was safe, while threats came from the outside. But in today's cloud driven remote work world, this perimeter is blurred or even non existent. Second is increase in sophisticated cyber attacks. Phishing, ransomware, insider threats, these are now common occurrences. Once an attacker breaches the network, they often have free rein to move laterally. Third, a changing landscape. Hybrid work, cloud adoption, and mobile devices mean data and access points are scattered across various environments. This complexity demands a smarter security strategy. The zero six trust security model is not a product or tool. It's a mindset and an architecture. At its core, zero trust assumes that threats can exist anywhere, inside or outside your network. It requires continuous verification, where every access request is verified regardless of where it originates. Least privilege access. Users, applications, and devices are granted only the permissions they absolutely need. And third is segmentation. Even if one part of the network is breached, attackers can't move freely to other areas. Zero Trust relies on several foundational pillars: identity, device security, network, data, and application. Authentication and authorization processes are rigorous. Multi-factor authentication and identity verification are mandatory. Devices accessing the network must meet compliance standards, whether it's patching, endpoint detection, or encryption. Microsegmentation and secure communication channels ensure traffic is monitored and controlled at all times. Zero Trust emphasizes protecting sensitive data through encryption, tokenization, and data classification. Security measures like application whitelisting and runtime protection prevent unauthorized application usage. Hence, zero trust is no longer optional. Let's look at some compelling reasons why. One, minimizing damage from breaches. Imagine an attacker gains access to an employee's credentials. In a traditional setup, they might roam freely within the network. Zero Trust restricts them to a small area, minimizing damage. Number two, supporting remote and hybrid work. Employees now connect from coffee shops, home offices, and co working spaces. Zero Trust ensures secure access, no matter where users are located. Number three, compliance and regulation. With data privacy laws like GDPR and CCPA, protecting data is a top priority. Zero Trust helps organizations meet these compliance requirements. Number four, improved visibility. Zero trust architectures provide detailed insights into who accessed what, when, and how, helping organizations identify anomalies early. Transitioning to zero trust may sound daunting, but it's achievable with a step by step approach. Start off with assess and define your goals. Identify your critical assets and workflows. Determine the biggest risks to your organization. Implement multi factor authentication everywhere. Use role based access control to ensure least privilege access. Regularly update and patch devices. Enforce endpoint compliance policies. Use microsegmentation to create smaller isolated zones. Control traffic flow between these zones. Deploy advanced monitoring tools for real time detection. Leverage artificial intelligence for threat identification. You don't have to do everything at once. Start with your most critical systems and expand zero trust gradually. Let me share a real world example. A leading financial solution institution faced frequent phishing attacks that compromised employee credentials. After adopting zero trust, they implemented MFA, microsegmentation, and rigorous device compliance checks. When another phishing attack occurred, the compromised credentials couldn't be used to move laterally or access sensitive data. The organization stopped the attack in its tracks, saving millions in potential damages. While zero trust is powerful, it's not without challenges. Initial implementation requires time and resources. Tools, training, and continuous monitoring come with expenses. Many believe zero trust is a set it and forget it solution, but it's an ongoing effort that requires adaptation to new threats. However, the benefits far outweigh these hurdles. To summarize, the zero trust security model is about challenging assumptions and constantly verifying trust. It strengthens organizations against modern threats by focusing on identity, device security, and least privilege access. While the transition may seem complex, a phased approach can make it manageable and impactful. Adopting zero trust is not just a technical choice, it's a strategic one that can safeguard your organization's future. So until we meet next time, stay safe.